be an idea whose time has finally come. Ahead of the debate, our social affairs editor Jackie Long has been to meet one terminally ill woman who stocks poison in her fridge and a hospice sister who nurses the dying.
I keep it at the bottom of the fridge. It's currently under the tomatoes.
Tucked away among the stuff of daily life, the illegal medication Jo Beecham plans to use to hasten her death. Jo is 51. 2 years after going to a doctor with stomach pain, she was finally diagnosed with ovarian cancer.
The first thing that happened when I came out as an anaesthetic was I went like that and I knew that I had cancer, and the first thought I had was of my mother, and I said sorry. I just remember thinking sorry.
Initially, Jo said she focused on being cured, but when the cancer recurred, that focus changed.
I said to my oncologist, if I was a dog, what would you do? And he said, look, Jo, you're not a dog. And I realised that I'd have to go down an illegal route to get a barbiturate so that if I chose to, I could take my own life at a point where I couldn't bear the suffering anymore. And I would be alone in that place because of the law.
And how did that make you feel?
Very angry. And I was thinking of all those poor people as well that go off on their own and commit suicide because they don't want to implicate their loved ones. They can't be around their friends and family who love them dearly. And they have to live, or the legacy is that they've committed suicide, which is so wrong.
Whether you're religious or not on this idea of, if not the sanctity of life and the preciousness of life, and that it should be allowed to run its course, what do you say?
I've got a terminal illness, I'm going to die. It's not like I've been told that I've got any other option. And if I choose to draw the line before my natural death, I'm not asking anyone else to do the same. I want that for myself. I'm not imposing my beliefs and my wishes on anyone else. So why should they be imposed on me?
A hope and desire that people should have a good death is shared by Jo Fernandez, a palliative care nurse at this hospice in Hertfordshire. But any move to assist death would, she says quite simply, be wrong.
This trajectory of desire to die is not linear, and that for some people one day may really, really feel that's the right thing, but actually 2 days later or whatever, they no longer feel that. And that might be too late if someone has then accessed assisted suicide.
As a nurse, how do you respond to this idea that this is about preventing unbearable suffering?
I would be overjoyed if the agenda right now were not around expediting death, but actually around making sure that everybody's death, regardless of where they die, is well supported.
For Jo Beecham, though, the reassurance she needs are illegal drugs stored in the fridge. Under the current law, it is, she believes, her only option.
I've always been very clear. I want to live well, I want to die well, and who can argue with that? And just eking out a life that is about suffering. Why would I want to do that? Why would anyone want to do that? Maybe people might want to do that, but that's not my choice. I fought